Hi, my name is Craig Lloyd, CEO of the Murrindindi Shire Council. Thanks for tuning in to Council's video update for Wednesday, the 8th of July. There have been 134 new cases of coronavirus in Victoria. There are 860 active cases and now over 1 million tests have been carried out. 41 people are currently in hospital, including 7 patients in intensive care. From just before midnight tonight, Stage 3 stay-at-home restrictions will be reinstated across metropolitan Melbourne and Mitchell Shire. Stage 3 restrictions have not at this point been extended to the Murrindindi Shire. For anyone who lives in the area where Stage 3 stay-at-home restrictions do apply, Melbourne or Mitchell Shire, for the next 6 weeks, there will only be 4 reasons for those people to leave home, and that's shopping for food and essential items, care and caregiving for compassionate reasons, or to seek medical treatment. Daily exercise, but only within the metropolitan area and only with one other person or members of your immediate household. And work and study, and only for those who can't do this from home. Stage 3 restrictions will apply to all of metropolitan Melbourne, and this includes a range of local government areas which border the Murrindindi Shire. These are Nillumbik, Whittlesea and Yarra Ranges. In addition to those metropolitan areas, our neighbouring shire, Mitchell Shire, which includes towns such as Seymour and Broadford, are also under Stage 3 restrictions. For those of us who live outside of these areas, and in particular Murrindindi Shire, the restrictions don't change. The current level of restrictions will remain the same for now. However, we must not visit metropolitan Melbourne or the Mitchell Shire, except for the purposes of work and study, which can't be done from home, giving essential care or seeking medical treatment, and shopping for food and essential items that cannot be sourced in your local area. In Murrindindi Shire, schools will be returning next week after the school holiday period ends. There are a very small number of properties in Kinglake West and Kinglake that, whilst they have the names Kinglake West and Kinglake, are actually covered by Whittlesea or Nillumbik councils. These properties do fall within the Stage 3 restricted areas, and if you live in one of those properties, you should know which council you're in by the rates notice, and your bin, for example, would be marked with that council's name. So whilst the restrictions do not change for us in Murrindindi Shire at this stage, it's more important than ever that we do the right thing to help stop the spread of coronavirus. We all need to keep using common sense when it comes to visiting friends and family, especially those who are more vulnerable. That means seeing only those that you need to, and we must not accept visitors from Melbourne or Mitchell Shire from just before midnight tonight. This includes visitors to our hotels, bed and breakfasts, caravan parks, camping, or into our homes. Those people from Melbourne or Mitchell Shire who have a second home in our shire must not visit them. They must stay at their primary place of residence. If they are already here and holidaying in our shire, they are allowed to remain to see out their current holiday. We know this is going to have an effect on businesses right across the shire and across the state. I've sought advice today from the Minister for Tourism to see if the Tourism Accommodation Support Program run by Business Victoria will be extended. That expired on the 30th of June. And I've been told that there will be an announcement about this in the next few days. In his press statement yesterday, the Premier mentioned businesses in regional areas, such as cafes and restaurants, will be required to check IDs to ensure that customers are not coming from areas currently under Stage 3 stay-at-home restrictions. Again, I've sought advice on this, and at this time, no details have been made available. So for now, businesses need to, in our shire, continue to follow the practices and procedures that you've been doing now for quite some time, and we'll provide you more advice if that change occurs. Council officers will be out and again visiting businesses, and they're there to guide and support wherever they can for people to understand how these regulations work. The police and Australian Defence Force will be out in force to enforce the stay-at-home orders in Melbourne, and police are also conducting checks at businesses, homes, community locations and non-essential services across the state to ensure that the directions are being followed. The Police Commissioner today said that the military are playing a key role in monitoring the boundary around metropolitan Melbourne and Mitchell Shires. And I've spoken to our senior local police today who have confirmed that there will be a heightened police presence in our shire. As a community, it's important that we continue to support local businesses which are still operating. Obviously, with the numbers of visitors not being here, this is going to be a challenging time. So please continue to buy local and be assured that there is no need for any panic buying. To be safe, stay home unless you have to travel for one of the approved reasons. If you're sick, doesn't matter how mild it is, please get tested. So for more information on the latest restrictions and the restrictions that apply to our shire, please visit dhhs.vic.gov.au/coronavirus. In council news, our grants and contributions program is now open. We're holding an online information session on Monday the 14th of July, next Monday, where you can learn more about the program. So to register, please visit our website, murrindindi.vic.gov.au, and just search for grants and contributions. A reminder that Council, together with the VLGA, have an online candidate information workshop for anyone that might be interested in running in the local government election, which is due in October this year. So designed to prepare community members with the skills, knowledge and connections required to be successful leaders in our community. This is an online workshop, obviously, and it will be held on Friday the 17th of July. For more information, visit vlga.org.au. Council libraries and customer services are still open. Things are still a bit different. Hours are almost back to normal. However, there are limits in place for the number of people who can visit at any one time, and visits are limited to 30 minutes in duration. Again, for more information, visit our website, or if you're not able to do that, call 5772 0333. Don't forget, Friday night is another Dindy Live event from 6:30 p.m. We have local musician Isaac Sims performing for us this week, followed by Carolyn Weeks talking to us about this year's Murrindindi Beanie Festival, Beanie and Fibre Festival, which is going to be held online this year, which should be a great event. So I hope you can tune in and watch that on Facebook. That's all from me today. Again, thank you for watching. A reminder, you can also tune into UGFM Monday to Saturday at 8:30 and on Wednesdays at 9:05 to hear all of the latest local updates. Stay safe, social distance.